but the Dallas Fuel, they come out with Sparkle on the Symmetra early on.
Let's see exactly what this... Okay, that is... that's rather uncouth. A teleporter to the high ground. Fearless as well. I don't really have wings. I can't challenge the high ground. I don't have a jump pack. What I do have is a teleport again. The initiative must be Boston's here, as Dallas have shown they're more than happy to take the fight to the enemy. Stand 1 down early here, and Hanbin is occupying all of the attention of Valentine right now. He gives up his mech as a result, but goes for an instant remech with the self-destruct to get back into the fight here. But really, he's not needed at the point. The Dallas Fuel with 5 are looking cozy.
And
he doesn't want to expose himself to fire for any long period of time. The duplicate. Okay, Valentine's in on the Reinhardt here, but Faith has already gone down. Shadow. Oh my! That's nasty. Fearless on the charge. Valentine stoic here, but you know he's probably pretty upset about that one. And again, no real opportunity to get a shatter of his own here. Dallas remain in control, 90% and ticking on the clock here in the Uprising. They're struggling.
Jill lands a huge shatter. This will be a rally. It's cut off by the May wall there from Faith. He finally gets onto the point, but still trying to push into this Doha May. It does not look good.
The Uprising are trying to start 3 different fights at once, and none of them are working out for them. The Dallas Fuel look vastly more composed, vastly more cohesive
off of this.
Omi's a frontline is less of a safe place for Sparkle here. He has to dance around the pillar a little bit, and Jexer is the first casualty. Immortality field eventually removed, and I'm37 is down. Valentine now facing the scrutiny of the laser beam. He's in trouble. Sparkle's charged up and ready to rumble, and the rest of the Uprising are in full-scale retreat here. He'll have that shield. Sparkle munches through that one. And again, a lot of the fights on this map probably occur
for Fearless.
Oh, that's nasty for Myeongbong. He can do nothing about this May wall. Eventually gets broken down. Immortality field gets thrown in the mix, but so much damage has been done, rather, and that still would have had to be healed up after the drone was destroyed. That was never going to happen. Just for survivability. Valentine, I mean, there are turrets above the doorway. He either didn't expect that or wasn't ready for the damage there. He has to use his ultimate as well for safety.
And Stan 1 hasn't had an opportunity to even try and land a shatter. At this point, we have Fearless. It's huge here.
Blizzard. Okay, Stan 1's caught inside that one. Fearless has his pick of the litter, and he throws the hammer down. Everybody is frozen here for the Boston Uprising. And the shatter was really just the cherry on top of that snow cone. And there's no chance for the Uprising. It's just Punk on the point right now. Again, he'll try and stall. Jexer tries to send him careening over the edge. He'll eventually have to leave, come back, beat D-Suda, bopped around again, slapped around the cheeks somewhat. Stan 1 turns up here. Pile driver backs away. Adaptive shielding is good, but he's frozen up now. And all of Mondada's gold is not going to be enough.
They're able to put pressure on I'm37. They're getting the Doomfist on top of him. McCree not mobile, but a lot of resources to be able to keep the McCree alive. Nice freeze and a pin there for Stan 1 to take out Fearless.
Only on 37 going down so far. Stan 1 also falling, so this becomes much more of a precarious, a tenuous position to play from here for the Uprising. But again, they kind of get what they can. It was very low, so they had to take a breather. Now the shatter attempt, not bad. Fearless knocked to the ground. It's going to be an Immortality field. Now he's frozen up. Field's down, so is Fearless. The Uprising find the pick, and they double down with a sound barrier?
I don't think they needed the sound barrier. I mean, who's even alive at that moment in time? Just had Hanbin up. There's no real threat of anybody dropping, and even if they do, you're going to be able to get back to the cart where...
I mean, you can play from the high ground and get free seismic slams without uppercuts, but this is I'm37 coming forward. The sound barrier a little bit late for the Dallas Fuel. Neither team really able to be in beat with each other. Shatter, that's a big one though. 3 players hit with that one, and the self-destruct is going to compound the issue even more. Valentine falls to Fearless's follow-up, and there's a fire strike that fizzes through the air and takes down Stan 1.
I mean, you lose Sparkle first, but you still win the fight. Like, these are advantages here for another touch.
And they do, just in time, but Myeongbong down. Micro Rockets have found him, so the healing severely limited right now for the Uprising. Really hard to make a stand under those conditions. Valentine eventually will succumb, and Faith is a little bit late to the party there. That is the Fuel getting across the line. Repelled is absolutely dishing damage here. Nice May wall. The shatter is there for Stan 1. He gets what he wanted. It was just Fearless that he wanted to remove here. Fielder does get a sound barrier, but Valentine's Blizzard is eaten up. There's a chance for the Fuel in this fight still. Here's a Blizzard late in the day, but Stan 1 is stocked still on the cart. Repel removes him now. Fielder, Doha. No one really wants us to touch the cart right now. Valentine almost frozen stiff. Punk trying to control the high ground here, and Hanbin has the self-destruct, so he gets a mech reset. Punk has to stay on the high ground, and Valentine had no help as a result.
No, and now
You've got the healing from the Batiste. And look at this. Look at how split Boston are. Still, they're able to get rid of Hanbin here. Looks like that may well cause a couple of problems for Dallas in their attempts at a follow-up.
It was a really good immortality field, though, from Myungbong that ended up saving some of the team. That'll be a shatter from Stand 1. This will be the cleanup for the rest of the Uprising. But it was a really good Maywall from Doha up on the high ground. And Sparkle goes in with a seismic slam, connects with a few players, but
has to go through it, so now Dallas are cut in half. What do they do with this? And Matrix to the high ground. Look at Valentine. He had to go into Ice Block and had to be a sound barrier here. Despite them being cut in half, the Uprising still have to use this key support ultimate. Sparkle finds I'm 37, but that's it. It's a fighting retreat from Myungbong here as Hanbin desperately tries to get to grips with the BAP. He'll be desuited and staggered as well. 14 seconds left in the round.
Yeah, and they'll have a sound barrier and Blizzard, but probably not going to be a very good attempt, is who is even going to get there to touch. It's potentially got to be Fielder, but with the route that they're running, it's not even going to get close to the card. Yeah, they needed to be a little bit faster than that.
Let's hear some Dallas comms right now. Into the kinetic grasp.
Yeah, and the Dallas Fuel trying to back out. No Lucio here, so no speed as you see everybody just trying to survive. Is smart read here from the Boston Uprising, pushing on through. Getting some of these kills. Rappel takes out I'm 37. The Dragon puts down some damage. Sparkle with a blade here. They still want to fight for this.
No healers left for Boston, Matt. Sparkle able to deflect some of that damage here. Gravitic Flux attempt from Hanbin pays off. Now the Uprising are staved away in fairness, but they're going to have some big ultimate
halts, the accretion, the Genji dashes. A lot of that's going to come down from Sparkle. You see he goes for a dash there. He'll get taken out, and this should be Boston able to take this. Sound barrier, they already have a few players down. This time, the Dallas Fuel won't be able to fight back. This will be the Uprising taking that first checkpoint.
Crucially, not a whole lot of ultimates had to be spent for Boston.
So, they want to get up to the high ground here and probably drop this supercharger, buy some space, but they lose Sparkle straight away, and that's going to be a shatter plus a self-destructing over the top. It's beautiful setups here by the Boston Uprising.
Yeah, this is composition diff to a degree. I'm thinking the coal mines coming out of Spawn at this rate. Here's the Blizzard, and it's perfect. There's a couple players on the high ground. Venus knocked into the Blizzard, might need a Fortify to stay alive, and yes, it's a trade. Here comes the Dragon Strike, though. Good placement for Doha. Forces the Uprising into a corner, away from Valentine, who's a little vulnerable right now. Punk is demeched, and yep, straight away, there's the amplification matrix to follow up on the lack of defense matrix.
Yeah, they needed to end up using just about everything there. This next fight, you'll have a
Fantasy Buff's dream. Nice positioning. Oh, the Gravitic Flux. This could hurt. Okay, Doha doesn't have the Dragon Strike at the time, but I'm 37 gets his Deadeye reflected straight back at him. That is the ultimate dishonor for McCree players. He'd be furious. Sparkle, though, grinning. Well, he'd be grinning from ear to ear if he wasn't busy on ruining the rest of the Uprising. A minute left here, and Boston running out of time.
And you're able to save Dragon Strike, you're able to save Blade here.
Well, they suffered a run and a bit of inflation because now they're struggling. Sparkle with the Blade, Immortality Field thrown down, removed instantly. Now it's to Shatter. It's a big one from Stand 1 with the Genji in their way. They actually can't push up. It's like a 4-player Shatter, but it's not going to be enough. And Sparkle claims 2. He'll look for more now as the remnants, the dregs of the Uprising try and scurry towards the cart, but it's just Punk right now dealing with Hanbin. Shield's going to be in his way, and the hapless Australian is desuited. It's just going to be Faith playing from the top of the tanks, and there's no chance for him to touch. A Wrecking Ball 4-way on the card. Stand 1 is able to keep things going a little longer here, but he'll roll away. And again, Dallas have still a ton to work with. Overtime is over, and the Boston all over you. Sparkle now is well able to follow up on this one, and all of a sudden Stand 1 doesn't really want to be there. Even all the healing Sparkle was getting, though, there was enough damage to sort of overcome that, and Boston find that pick. And Dallas Fuel here in the later fight is where their composition starts to run out of juice.
Yes, they try and go challenge up on the high ground after getting that first pick.
Yeah, directive is already to go fast, right? If they want to pick, they need a hack on this Winston. All right, they get Stand 1, yeah. That's all they need to do. Blow up a target like that straight away. Now, a lot of the initiation power's gone. You just move on to the next tank now. Zay doesn't have a great target to give the friendly bubble to give her the charge because no one's standing in front of her at all. She had to turn around to get that second bubble value, and no one's looking at those targets yet.
Stand 1 gets his own Valentine before the fight even starts, and that'll be an EMP.
Yeah, Valentine got his wings clipped, gets brought down to the ground. Primal Rage here from Stand 1, at least he got that off, but Punk goes for a Graviton Surge and dies immediately after. Fearless couldn't care less. frankly. Sound barrier now, Fearless is back to full health ostensibly, and Stan One is going to try and make a foray onto the point. You know, this composition shreds through that main tank and in the back line. It's a disco dance party for Sparkle. He tries to go for a Death Blossom, but he's shut down. Defense Matrix stuck in his face there by the looks of things, and then of course the Deadeye, but Hardbin finds two. Valentine and UP37 go down now. It's just Faith and Myeongbong really trying to work with Punk to keep things going. Punk, a huge effort. He gets pocketed by both of his healers and is able to find those 2 kills, but there are reinforcements coming here for Boston. Doha and Co need to double down. Fielder pushing in with a Coalescence that could be nasty. He fades back, and yes, the reinforcements for Boston come at just the right time.
Yeah, they were even though they were picking up some kills on the point, Myeongbong was just...
Yeah, you gotta dodge the spy check here. This is like a Mission Impossible movie. Okay, the EMP comes off still. There is a sleep dart, but it's a little bit late in the day. Myeongbong trades his life out for Doha's. Yeah, after the fact that Stan One goes down, doesn't have a lot of protection. It's Steve Winston on defense, remember, for the Boston Uprising. So no bubbles at all here outside of Stan One's shield. Harbin is a self-destruct over the point here, and Punk's just going to try and buy a little bit of time now. It's going to be a rally from Faith to try and keep the remnants of Boston nice and healthy, but really there's too much front load of burst damage here. This is nice. Stan One has a nano boost and has a primal rage here, so there's a lot of stall available. With I'm37 dead-eyeing there from the background, this will force the Dallas Fuel away, but for how long is the question, Matt? Faith and Valentine both go down, and now this primal might have to be used. No? Oh, no. Just don't step on the point. That's totally reasonable.
37, staying on this McCree. So, well, there it goes. Valentine wins that Tracer 1v1. So huge here for Boston. They got to take advantage of this, though.
Yeah, they need to now collapse here on this front line. Oh, okay. That's a double flashbang onto the front line of the Dallas Fuel there. They were hit with a friendly biotic grenade, Dallas. They thought they were just going to, you know, try and...
6 minutes on the clock.
Good patience from Stan One. Backs away. Body block, flashbang.
Jexa.
Jexa? Okay, he's in the mix for sure. Fearless going to hit with a Graviton Surge here, and Sparkle does go down. Rally in play right now for Faith. So the Uprising now, they're using all those ultimates here. Primal Rage for Stan One, hit with the Biotic Orb after, so he still gets all of that health, and Fielder, yeah, he's down. Just Jexa. The Rally is there, so the Fuel have enough healing for the time being, but somehow Dallas need to find a way to make this grab really work. Bubble thrown on the high ground. It doesn't protect the people inside. They grab it. Doha gets a sticky bomb kill. Focusing being to follow up there, but it's Boston with the numbers right now. 4 minutes and 15 on the clock, and they look snappy. They look real good on offense. There's the cannon. Harbin slept, but instantly self-bubbles here. He won't get much charge from that one, though. Fine if he sticks one to Fearless. There he goes. Comes back in, though, and he's clearly doing enough damage. Looks like Myeongbong, yeah, he struggled there. Good involvement by Fielder. May have been a bio.
Really good push here for the Dallas Fuel. Good patience from Fearless, like you mentioned. So Hanbin was asleep. Goes in.
Nano boost for Fielder here. That's straight to Fearless. He goes into the back line on 37. That is from downtown. A biotic grenade that connects with the McCree for the Boston Uprising. And I'm37 had no idea what hit him. Now Fearless can follow up that early effort here with the primal range. And the fists find Faith. Now pressuring Punk down on the point. Pulse bomb for Sparkle. He left that on the floor. The Uprising had no choice but to walk forward and step on it. And now with 40 seconds left in the round, the Dallas Fuel are poised to take point B a second time. Faith, I mean, it was Valiant, I'll give you that, but not much more to it. And it will be Doha there, just a celebratory EMP as the Fuel speedrun the map.
We'd have to see how that happened. Is some nice shots from Myeongbong, but I was like, I'd be shocked if their defense is this bad again. As this time, just sub Sparkle dying out first for Doha. So now you're gonna have a lot of time. Stan One goes in with the Primal Rage, just looking for anybody.
To do what exactly? Hard to say. 3 plays here with the EMP and Punk. I mean, that's the best one to get. No Zarya bubbles available, and the Pulse Bomb connects.
And then finally, when Stan One actually locates the supports, he just gets slapped. That Primal Rage got absolutely nothing. EMP comes down, probably wasn't even that necessary from Doha, if I'm honest.
I mean, anyway, yeah, I mean, you can see that coming, man. Like this, I mean, you know where to put the grab, don't you? Everyone caught inside that one now. Grab comes out from the Fuel. The Uprising go for 1-2, but it's a big biotic grenade connection by Fielder. And they're going to feed Fearless another ultimate here, man. He gets a nano boost. He'll try and chase this to a degree. And this is the Fuel leaning into this cycling of key ultimates that allow Fearless to be their main threat.
And they use the nano boost on him. EMP.
Oh no!
EMP is going to come in.
Sleep Dart was good. I mean, the reactions from Boston are great. Myunbong is a great honor player, but it's not enough. They get EMP'd. Fearless dives in, and Punk and I'm37 make a rapid exit. 30 seconds left in the round for the Uprising to make something happen, or this series is over.
And they had 4 minutes and 15 seconds at the start of this.
It's unbelievable. He's still able to pressure Myunbong in the back line, who's given a nano boost again to I'm37. These two teams invest their resources differently, and it shows. I'm37 goes down, he trades for Fearless, but Stan 1 is also removed in Punk. Another bionic grenade from Fielder. He is making it so hard on the Uprising now, and the Dallas Fuel clean up the series. A bit of a scrappy showing on Volskaya, Matthew, but that was all that they needed to do.